From a bed and breakfast that was once part of the Underground Railroad to the story behind Florida's tallest dune, the Sunshine State is full of history.
That's right. We have Outdoorsy Diva Lauren Gay here with her top recommendations to explore our state's rich African-American history. So welcome back to the show, Lauren.
Hello, happy to be back.
Yes, we're glad to have you back here with us. Okay, so we have a long list,
Yes,
so I want to jump right into it. So let's start with American Beach.
American Beach, one of my favorite places. You have to get there in Florida. So it's Amelia Island. It was
Okay.
started by Florida's first black millionaire, A.L. Lewis, and the Afro-American Life Insurance Company. So they purchased 33 acres of this beachfront property. And then addition to that, over the years, through grants from President Truman, they amassed over 200 acres of this beachfront land, which at that time was unheard of.
Yeah.
And it basically became like the Martha's Vineyard for the South, where black people were able to go and recreate because they didn't have many options.
Right, because they were not allowed on many beaches, on beaches at all for the longest time. And then
Correct.
they had certain beaches that were designated for African Americans, yes?
Correct. So if you go, you can take a tour with Ron Miller, is very knowledgeable. You can learn about the beach lady, who is one of A.L. Lewis's descendants.
Yeah.
There's a museum there. It is an awesome place to go and learn some history. And then nearby, you've got the Kingsley Plantation. I know usually plantations you don't think of positive. This one's
Right.
unique because the owner of that plantation was Anna Kingsley, who actually was a West African Senegalese princess who inherited that land and the inhabitants, and that's unheard of at that time. So it's actually worth it to learn that history.
Oh my goodness, I also want to mention that there you have Florida's tallest dune,
You
right?
do. The tallest dune is actually named Nana, and that is for the beach lady and all of the work that she did to fight and preserve this area and its really important history.
Very, very cool.
If you want to go to the Kingsley Plantation, do you need to buy tickets or you can just go?
It's actually a national park
Okay, so you
site,
can just
so
go.
you can just go, or you can do it through the tour and get a tour of all the history in that Amelia Island area.
Okay, so from Amelia Island to Fort Lauderdale, what can we learn there?
Fort Lauderdale is a nice surprise. So you've got the African American Research Cultural Center and Library. You also have historic Sis-Trunk Boulevard, which was the place to be back in the day for black businesses. You got the Blanche Ely House, who was pivotal in our modern education system. They brought in the free lunch programs and things like that. And then you've got the Ali Cultural Arts Center, which pays homage to Esther Rolle because Pompano Beach area, that is where she was from originally. So Chat South Florida does a great job with their Black History tours. They'll take you to these places that I've named and a lot of Black-owned restaurants in the area. So really, really fun time.
Wow.
All right, so let's talk about something closer to home, the Tampa History Museum. So you don't have to travel far.
Yeah.
We don't, just down the street. So the Tampa Bay History Museum has a walking Black History tour. So they will take you to the Harvey Park, which is in downtown. You'll see the beautiful jazz sculptures there and installations. They've got these art installations where you'll learn about the original Black business district on Central Avenue.
Right.
And all of those people who made it, it was booming there. This area used to be known as the Scrub post-Civil War, and then over the years it grew into this very vibrant community. So you'll learn about Perry Harvey, his contributions to the area, you know, having the first Black-owned apartment complex, all these neat things. And then they've got these tiles that you don't want to miss. So the tiles are holographic. As you walk them, they take you from the time of the Scrub all the way up to almost current present day. And as you walk, the image is changing. And so it's something I think a lot of people miss because it's really unexpected to see. And it's not something you can really even capture on video.
Right, you have to see
You
it in
just
person.
have to go and see it. And it's near the front where the statues are.
Okay, and we did a whole interview, Janelle, on Friday, right?
Yes.
About the park and the walking tour, so catch that on our website, WTSP.com. All right, St. Petersburg, we have a beautiful museum there, the Woodson Museum.
So St. Petersburg has the Carnegie Woodson Museum. So they've got the rotating rotating exhibits and different art installations. They have programming. It's where that beautiful Black Lives Matter mural is. But in St. Pete, there's also the African American Heritage Trail.
Yes.
So they offer tours either by walking, sometimes they do biking and trolleys, where they'll take you to all of these pivotal places and important places in Black history in St. Petersburg.
Yeah, and it's right there in the historic Deuces neighborhood. There's a story that I'm working on right now that will air later this month that really explores that area's rich history.
I can't wait.
Yeah, okay, so moving on to Orlando. There's a lot to explore there.
There's a lot in Orlando. So Zora Neale Hurston, the famous author, they have their festival there for Eatonville with her, but there is a museum as well. But then there's the WellsBuilt Museum of African American History and Culture. So this was originally a Black-owned hotel, one of the only hotels performers and people coming to the area where they could stay. So now it's a museum full of artifacts from African American history and Black culture in the Orlando area. It's a really, really neat place to go and visit. You can book a tour and go and just see all the neat things that they have. It's really cool.
Oh my goodness, so much to see and explore. 365 days out of the year.
365 days.
I want to really quickly mention Lauren's going to be back Tuesday to talk Valentine's Day spot. So we'll see you again soon, Lauren.
For sure. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Thank you so much. And for more inspiration, you can just head to Lauren's website, OutdoorsyDiva.com.